Hello, right, this is Johnny Sporadic here, filming podcast number 3. This is going out for the 3 subscribers out there. I know what you're thinking, number 3 already. But the reality of the situation is that I recently got dumped by my girlfriend and I've got a lot of spare time on my hands. So, we're recording right now, and I'm just about to go to work. I can't actually divulge what I actually do for a living because I want to enhance the stereotype that people with long hair and tight jeans don't actually work for a living and just complain about corporate stereotypes. So, right, I've got 2 guests on the show today. Right, the first one is very similar name to mine actually. Party thrower and Stella Artois enthusiast, Mr. Johnny Sparkle.
Hello.
Hello, that was so softly spoken. That was like chocolate there.
Yeah.
Mr. Johnny Sparkle, how are we this evening?
I'm very hungover.
Yeah?
And recently single too, so...
Oh, really?
Ladies,
let's high five.
Ladies, and if any of those 3, which I very much doubt are ladies...
Ginger!
Ready for it.
Well, there we go. I mean, if any ladies are looking for, well, obviously a party thrower and a man that likes his Stella Artois, and also, I mean...
I'm having a record lick, I'll have you know.
Are you having a record lick?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I thought you just put a bit of food dye in your Stella there.
No, I'm going for the fruitiness.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'd like to say, on my own sort of narcissistic basis, that if there are any girls out there that does like a socially awkward, emotionally retarded gentleman with a semi-decent grasp of the English language, then I'm all yours. Anyway, let's move on to our second guest.
Yes.
It is legendary face painter, Mr. Dave Darko of Studioz.
How's it going?
He's back again.
Yeah.
Hello, Dave. How are you?
Back by popular demand. Demand?
Yeah, from the 3 subscribers.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Dave Darko, what have you been up to since the last podcast?
Touching Joe's knee, actually.
Yeah,
I've just announced his real name. Shit, I keep doing that with superheroes.
doing this?
Oh no.
We'll frankly have to start again.
Yeah, I've just sparkled. I sparkled out there.
It's not on.
Yeah, I've been mowing the lawn.
You've been mowing the lawn?
Yeah, I don't have a lawn.
Is that a thinly veiled euphemism, or you've actually literally been mowing the lawn?
It's a code for something else.
Yeah, that's what a euphemism is.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, let's not get into semantics.
I love etymology. Sorry, I do apologise.
Yeah.
So, right, guys, today's topic of discussion is people that walk upstairs 2 at a time who aren't in a rush.
That really pisses me off.
Who does that?
That really pisses me off. And people that don't walk on escalators, which is slightly different, but we'll go into that later.
Are you an escalator walker?
I am, and it really.
Are you really?
What,
when it's going down or up?
Either, because I personally believe that escalators are designed to make it quicker to go up, rather than for lazy arseholes just to stand around mooching.
Well, to be honest, I mean, we do live close to London, and I'd say there's a very big concentration of escalators in London, and I like to stand on an escalator because the sort of rush and rhubarb that comes with London, I like to take a moment and stand there and take it all in.
We've given away our location, my real name.
No, we haven't.
Frankly, we're fucked.
Forget everything we said.
It's alright, no one listens to it anyway.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's definitely no one listens to it. Yeah. I definitely think it is a London thing, but now I find myself in shopping centres, tutting at children because they're standing on the wrong side of the escalator.
Have you ever taken it further than tutting?
Once.
What did you do?
Suckled.
Suckled?
Suckled.
You suckled at a child? What does that even mean?
It's like when you get a bosom.
Like
Suckle on it.
What, like the whole head?
Like he's a baby that's not capable of feeding himself, so he has to suckle onto a child for some sort of knowledge and energy.
No, just like kick the back of their legs a little bit so they stumbled as they got off.
Oh really?
Mini man.
But as they got off,
and then Mum didn't actually see it, so had a go at the kid for mucking around.
But that, like once you've got to the top, you finally decide to do it.
So
you're finally at the end goal, and you do it. You do it right at the end.
He went to step off, and I thought, you ain't been fucking walking.
Do you wear flip flops when you produce this action?
Sometimes I generally wear boots.
Right. Okay.
For stability and also
stability when you're kicking children.
Do you wear thigh-highs?
Yeah, no, I do like sturdy footwear when I'm kicking children as well.
A sturdy platform and also maximum impact. Flip flops, you might hurt yourself.
Can I just bring back the escalator quickly?
Yes,
does anyone else out there clean their shoes on the brushy bits?
I used to as a child, then realise that they'll come up dirtier.
They will.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, no, this will save some time before I go to school tomorrow. I used to go within inner city in London.
I'll nip into London.
Yeah, I'll nip into London. I'll give my shoes a quick clean, then come back to school in Hufford. Yeah,
was it Hogwarts?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, right.
Yeah. No, I'm joking. I'm a devout Christian and I do not believe in witchcraft. Right, so when you are travelling down or up escalators, because obviously they're moving and you have said that you do walk up them, do you go 2 at a time up an escalator as well?
No, because that's just dangerous.
When you're not in a rush.
What happens if you're conjoined?
But essentially, because if someone goes up a still set of steps 2 at a time, that's essentially the equivalent of going up an escalator and walking. Because the escalator is doing half the work.
But you're still only taking 1 step at a time.
Yeah.
I think as well, actually,
I think
depends on how big the steps are. Because the ones that annoy me even more than people going up 2 at a time.
Surely they're all the same size.
No, because you think when you've got steps that...
The really wide steps where you walk down and you go down the same foot every time. Oh, I hate those.
I think I'm getting piles.
Oh, they do. Oh, they do your
the
head
other
in
thing
those
is, at what point does it not become a step and just like a really long... plateau.
Yes,
and
like a platform.
I like that bit. That's when I stop walking.
When you stop walking, that's when I cease to exist.
I just let my shoes go up the end of it.
You do know that no one can actually see that action that you just did.
Yeah, but they'll guess.
They'll guess.
He
did make the sound.
Exactly.
You sounded like Optimus Prime there for a moment. Are you really?
No.
Okay. I think the thing that annoys me about people going up 2 steps at a time when they're not in a rush is because in their own head they kind of think they're cool, sort of harking back to some sort of teenage.
How old are they as well, actually?
Yeah, well, here's another thing.
If I see a teenager do it,
if I see a full-grown man,
I just hate teenagers in general.
Yeah, they do. I mean, I don't know why I just thought of this. You were on a train. I say recently. It was probably over a year ago.
Well, in the scheme of the universe,
I've lost a lot of time in my life, to be honest. When you were sat on a train and it was a group of, I mean, let's say they're 14-year-old kids. They're of that around that age, and you know they all look sort of quite cool and sort of slightly on the sort of chavvy side of cool.
Yeah, blood.
I'm not trying to sort of stereotype people here, but I do love doing that.
Innit?
Where they're all singing harmonies to each other.
no, it was worse than that actually.
Right, go on.
So it started with I was on the train, sat about 2 or 3 sets of seats behind these group of kids, and they start talking about how they're going to start a band, and I thought, that's cool. Do you know what I mean? You're going to start a band. Like I was harked me back to my youth, and I was like, and then I was like, oh wait, let's see how this goes. And then they started singing One Direction in harmonies.
Ooh.
And it made me want to kill myself, or not even myself, just them more.
I mean, I don't know if we're taking this at face value. I mean, they could, because they weren't armed with guitars.
So, I mean, when you've done
they weren't armed with guitars, were they? I mean, you know, we don't know. They could have.
Shoes were probably worth what my first guitar was.
Oh,
How
really?
much is that then?
Like fucking 90 quid.
Oh, right, I was going to say.
I remember my first guitar. I got so angry that I couldn't play it. I sanded it down and painted on it. I thought if I can't create art of it, I'll turn it into a piece of art.
What did you paint it with? What did you paint it with?
Huh?
What did you paint it with?
I sanded it down and just I painted it with just I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of paint, to be honest. It wasn't emotion.
Oh yeah.
I was emotional, but it wasn't emotion.
Face painter.
Yeah, you are a face painter.
Yeah, sorry, just a paint.
Plus, it's all generic, isn't it?
Yes.
It's Tipex paint.
It's got a brush.
It's true. What about if you get the little spongy one?
No, it's a pen.
Well, yeah, what if you get the pen one? Is that paint?
It's a marker.
This is crazy, but what is Tipex?
White.
Definitely is, isn't it?
Was this one of your, like when you studied face painting?
Yeah,
Yeah.
did you ever get that question?
Did you, was this one of the day's courses?
Yeah, I mean, we did do at least several
what is
years
Tipex?
in studying Tipex and all these different aspects and flowabilities.
Flowability. Is that a real word?
What about the viscosity?
That's
I thought that's more of
word, isn't it?
viscosity.
Flowability. That's industry. That's industry.
It's industry term.
That is, what's the term? Jargon. That is jargon.
That
right
is
there.
jargon.
That is industry jargon.
Yeah,
No,
like
you heard it here first, guys.
LOLs.
I
And
mean,
the what's the other ones they do?
What?
Oh, do you know what? Should I talk to you about something? Right, someone once sent me speaking of strange like word use. Someone once sent me a text that had the letters MWAH.
what?
Yeah,
Like
I didn't realise that.
That's
I thought
onomatopoeic.
No, I thought that was a
like
war
bang.
chant. I thought it was a war chant.
Ping
so
pong.
I text back.
Wow, might be.
"Wah!" like that because I thought it was like "Wah!"
Yeah.
And then I realised it was a kiss. Yeah.
Is that why the dating world's so tough?
Yeah, did they just think that you're very angry?
William Wallace was never the same.
They go, do you know what, Dave will really like this. He'll really love it if I send him a kiss, because obviously I'm not there. So
I said, well,
I'm gonna send him a kiss through text, so I'm there spiritually everywhere else. And you just went, oh God, he didn't like that kiss.
And then I painted my face with Tipex and went, wait. That's what I did.
Yeah?
Did you use the pen or the brush?
I use the brush all the time. I'm old school, man.
Like Happy Shopper?
Yeah. Like Chuckle Brothers.
Who remembers?
Chuckle Brothers.
I miss their hair.
Their hair?
And
what about
tashes.
the moustaches?
I miss them as well.
Yeah,
But
no,
hair
you
more
went
so.
into
hair,
it.
isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I think everyone picked up their hair.
It's just hair, but in a different context. Yeah, sorry.
I'm being very pernickety today.
You are. You're quite the pedant anyway.
Pernickety.
To be honest, you might as well tell us when you're not being pernickety, and then that'll save us much more time, to be honest.
I'm having a day off today, guys.
I'm not sure if we alluded to it, but we're in another public location. We are in we're actually in which we refer to as Goth Corner.
Goth Corner, yeah.
Because
the benches are
I mean the two that I'm with are actually sort of very socially eloquent and flexible within talking to other people. I'm the most socially awkward person in the whole world, so I'm very much enjoying Goth Corner right now because we're in a pub, but we're far away from any sort of reality.
Joe can pick his nose without his hands. Sorry, I did it again. I said your real name.
Oh yeah, you're crap, mate.
Oh, for flip's sake.
Dave, it's alright, mate.
For flip's sake.
I don't want to swear, we're live.
No, that's good. We are live.
We are live. Ish.
Right, so I feel that we've grappled with the political and current affairs heavyweights of today.
While we're on Goth Corner,
Yeah.
I'll tell the listeners about goth problems that I had today.
Yes, go on.
Right, this was terrible. Not having a great time as it is at the moment. Recently dumped, which was brilliant. And then did a black wash. My favourite sort of wash.
So you're washing your clothes?
Yeah.
Right, okay, yep, sorry, go on.
Oh, did I not mention that?
I just thought I'd clear it out for the listeners, for the 3 subscribers.
I thought a black wash is I'm putting on a black wash. You know it's a wash. That's a clothes wash. What else are you going to, like, generally black?
I don't know, we're goths. I mean, everything's black to me. I'm in the shower and it's black. Not like Samuel L. Jackson's in the shower with me, I just mean it's just... Anyway, go on.
It's just more conceptually black.
Yeah.
Little did I know, I'd left a tissue in my pocket.
No.
So all my black clothes came out, covered in tiny specks of white.
I'll tell you what, that is a nightmare. I do often have that problem. Do you know the worst one is when you actually check your pockets and you think they're fine and then it comes out with that. It's like, what?
It's crazy.
What's happened there?
It's crazy. Why don't they? We should just get black tissues. I'm not even sure if it is a tissue because I'm thinking about it now. When was the last time I had a tissue? Probably when I was like 7.
Do you remember your parents used to get you to put your tissue up your sleeve? I never got that. It would just fall down. I never quite understood that, to be honest.
Handkerchiefs, that winds me up.
Handkerchiefs that are used for actual being handkerchiefs rather than aesthetics.
Like but then aesthetic handkerchiefs a little bit wind me up as well.
I like it when you get your initials on it.
Yeah, I know, but
that is like that. But
then if you
basically you're snotting into your own name, then, aren't you?
Yeah,
you're sort of degrading your own persona.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
exactly. I used to borrow my dad's hanky.
I think that's absolutely fine.
If you're wearing the hanky and you're not going to use it, it's one of those fucking horrible accessories where the function's completely gone.
Like, if I'm honest, I'm sat here wearing a fur coat with a medallion of a lion on it. I'm not going to start complaining.
None of that has really functional value. The fur coat's a coat, obviously, and it's fur, so it's warm, so it's actually very good as a coat.
And the lion is a key to a kingdom.
The lion chain is just a chain, that's all it is. It's not got any functional value, whereas the handkerchief was always meant to be used to snot into. Probably men started carrying them, I'd imagine, from when snuff, and you'd have a snuff handkerchief.
There was. I don't know what I did. The worst thing about snuff is that I don't know if there's anyone that have it sort of. I mean, when did it come about? I know it from.
Isn't snuff real people?
I say I know it.
On video.
I've heard
always
of.
The one. No snuff. What it is?
It's like tobacco that you snort.
Oh, okay.
I blew my nose after doing some snuff, and it looked like I'd
sharted out your nose.
Yeah, I didn't really want to say.
Is that what all the rock stars do?
What, snuff?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, they do white stuff. Yeah.
There's a snuff bar in London actually, and you can get sort of like a legal substitute for cocaine in it, but it's not chemical. It's like certain types of sugars and stuff. It just gives you a pick me up.
Ice and sugar.
No, I don't know.
Is it just like
like
angel dust?
Yes.
Do you remember when you were at school and you get those sherbet sticks called angel dust?
Yeah.
Sherbet?
Yeah, you got that cool kid like in year 7 that go, oh yeah, I'm gonna bloody snort it up. No.
Do you remember them being
and they just start crying.
The whole lot.
Yeah.
Do you remember people used to do that, Sam, and they'd just be like...
Yeah, they'd do it at the end of lunch, going, oh God, I love life right now. What have I got? Oh, I've got maths. Right, I'm just going to sit here like an awkward...
Do you remember them bead necklaces you used to fire?
Yeah, they were good.
I shot one of them into a man's eyeball.
Oh, do you know what? Right.
And it got stuck
This is actually going to...
Ricky Lee, if you're out there, I'm sorry, mate.
Do you know what? This actually happened to a very dear friend of ours, Mr. Paul Coppen.
Oh, mate, things that hit Paul with the face.
Yeah. What was his school, bless him? He got wrapped up in sellotape, hit in the eye with a... To be honest, anything that unlucky happened at school happened to Paul, and we love Paul. He's actually moved to... I'm giving away another location. He moved to Bristol. He moved to Bristol recently, and we all miss him very much. I think on this sense of longing that we're having right now.
Yeah. Who is longing?
Who is longing?
Who is longing?
What I did there?
That is a great sign-off.
Thanks, mate.
So once again, Mr. Dave Darko has managed to wrap up my podcast. Yeah. Thank you very much for listening.
Guys,
like a Christmas cracker.
Once again, you could have been anywhere in the Wales. Anywhere in the Wales?
In the Wales.
Anywhere else in the world, but
Imagine
you're here
being
with us.
Wales,
so
though.
thank you very much for listening.
Pinocchio.
Take care. Bye.
Bye now.
You're going to say bye, John?
Oh, bye. And sorry, my personality isn't really with me today. Really with me.
Look how everyone gets a bit
We're all
weird.
we're talking actually sausage
I'm
for
an
the best part of 15
emotional
minutes. It comes to actually saying something
George.
legitimate and we can't do it. Anyway, right, thank you, bye. Oh yeah, by the way, I used to work for Trade Plumbing and I hated it.